Hey guys, welcome back to What Was Mommy Thinking? My name's Crystal. I'm so glad you're here. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. If you're not, please consider subscribing right now so you don't miss out on any of the fun. And you know what? It's Saturday, but we're gonna do, oh gosh, help us. We're gonna do whatever version of Financial Friday I can piece together. So if you're interested in seeing how badly I screwed things up this week, then hey, stick around because that's what's about to happen. Stick around, guys.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing on someone in denial. 'Cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said, see it in your mind, trust that have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too.
Alright, so sorry about that intro, but you guys, I have to laugh at myself this week. I mean, I legit have to take a sense of humor with just about everything these days. So, what we have going on here, if you are new, is that I've got my Happy Planner Skinny Classic, my Filofax Saffiano. These are my monthly cash envelopes. This is my actual wallet. And you probably have a better idea of what's going on in these than I do, because I've been sucking at it this week, you guys, like legit sucking at it. So let's see what kind of mess I made, shall we? This is the next to last Friday in the month of May, and I really need to dust. These are my monthly cash envelopes. Inside of my Filofax Saffiano is my Happy Planner Skinny Mini, and it houses my weekly cash envelopes. So we all know how the drill goes. Take out the monthly and say, oh look, I have 2 weeks left. So today is the 21st. Take the little post-it note off, stick the $50 down here, and write that I am taking. And so here's what happened. I know what happened. So the extra 50 is there, and I know why. But first, let's go ahead and write in that today is the, how the heck do I know what today is? Today is the 22nd. Yep, it's the 22nd. And I'm going to put week 4. And I'm going to take out $50. And I'm going to say 0. And then I'm going to write in that on the 21st, we added from the 5th week fund, we added $50, and that leaves us with $50. So I have a part of my savings account. We put a little bit of money inside for when there is a 5th Friday in the month, and we make sure that we have enough money to cover our cash envelopes for that 1 week. So the 5th Friday of this month is actually Friday the 28th, I want to say. So I went ahead and put a $50 bill in there so that next week we have something for Financial Friday. My tracking this week has looked like Swiss cheese. And for those of you that love Swiss cheese, please don't be offended. It's not a negative remark. It's just a factual remark. It's looked like Swiss cheese because it's full of holes and things have fallen through. And that's just how it is this week. I have done my best to go back and backtrack over some things and do some tracking. And I even have my little sheet here that I may show you guys if I don't run this video too long. But I'm going to add $50 to this one. So this is the first time ever, so let's mark this moment. Maybe we should have a moment of silence. Okay, so this is the first time ever since I've been doing these videos that I have had cash left in the grocery fund. So one of two things has happened here, boys and girls. I have either spent and not tracked, which is highly probable, or I actually was under budget. So we'll go on a little adventure here in a bit and see what happened. So at the end of the movie, I'm going to have $70 in grocery. The way that we work our grocery money is that we increased our grocery budget to $1,200 a month, which is $300 a week. We did that because of all the dietary restriction, the rise in prices, and trying to eat healthier and things of that nature. So I honestly don't know what I spent on grocery this week. I do believe that it was well under $300, so that 20 very well may be. I try to stay at $250 so that $50 goes into like a rollover for savings challenges. So when I do actually sit down and tear and break down my receipts to figure out how much of each receipt went to groceries versus household versus all of that, etc., then I may find that I actually have some money left over to put into a little pouch that I have for savings funds or debt snowball or whatever we decide to do with it at the end of the month. It's not like we've had the opportunity to make that decision very often, if you understand what I mean there. Wink, wink, wink. Okay, so household. Hot mess household. In my household fund, we did the exact same thing. I put my 5th week in there, so I'm going to go ahead and add that on Friday. We added $25 from the 5th week fund, and that should give us 50, and it does. I've got my May 21st, and then I've got 25 here for May 28th. So I'm going to take my May 21st sticker off and put it right here on my household envelope, and on 5/22 I'm going to do week 4, and I'm going to take out $25, and I'm going to do $25 right here. Ba-bam, ba-bam. 25 bucks. So I noticed another little fun morsel of information about myself this week when it comes to tracking, and that is this. The morsel was not that I still don't have a ledger for household, but you guys, I still don't have a ledger for household. So I still have 25 in there from last week, so 20, 40, 45, 50. I do not believe I spent anything on household this week, and I will double check. If I did, it was minimal. What I discovered is that when it comes to tracking, if I spend cash, so if I'm opening a cash envelope, which is here, or a sinking fund, then it is 100% tracked. I mean, every single time, 100% tracked. If I have to swipe my card because it's something unexpected or unplanned, or if it's online for any reason whatsoever, we had to pay some school fines for my son, and you can only do that electronically, and I did not track it. I didn't go into my school sinking fund, or my miscellaneous or anything to try and pull money out. It's all just still sitting there, and I need to get it in my tracker and take the fund out. So that's what I discovered about myself. I evidently have a much stronger attachment to paper money, and I have a harder time letting it go. Okay, so for May 21st, I still have my $30. You will notice that I did not take out take money out of the 5th week fund to put in here for May the 28th, only because I still have money in here and I still have like a half a tank of gas in my car. So we're gonna put $521, but first we have to do $520, and that $100 that we had in here as a cushion got used towards emergency vet. My dog had to go back to the vet on Thursday for a recheck. It was $100.03. So that's what that is. So on today, we're going to take out week 4, which is going to be our $30, and that's going to leave us with a big fat goose egg. Yep, you got it. Like a Gerber baby's head. Bold. Okay, so May the 21st in the books, because it's already over. All right, and in my gas money, it says I should have $21. 10, 21, and I'm adding 30. So on 5, 22, I'm going to add $30, and that's going to give me $51. So let's check that. 20, 30, 40, 51. We do have a baseball tournament next weekend if it doesn't get rained out, and I will definitely need gas for that trouble. All right, eating out. This one is, I mean, I feel like Let's Make a Deal, the game where you have to pick behind what's a certain curtain, because I don't know. All right, so we did take 5th week money out for that, so I'm going to put that in for the 21st, because I honestly cannot remember what day of the week last week that we did that. So we added a 50, and that gave us 100 in our eat out fund. And then today we're going to take out week 4, and we're going to subtract that 50, and that's going to leave us with 50. So I'm going to leave a 50 in there, and we're going to put this 50 in eating out. And oh look, my lucky dollar. I have one whole dollar, not a half dollar, but one whole dollar in my eating out fund. So now I have 51 whole dollars in my eating out fund. Again, we have a baseball tournament this coming weekend, well, a week from today, so that money will be gone. I know for a fact that Pets is empty. It will remain empty because Pets had to borrow from other envelopes because of my Shih Tzu. Oh, and just for fun, let me just tell you guys, he now has to be on a prescription diet that I just ordered the food for and some probiotics that he has to be on. And yeah, so it was $100. And I've got to figure out exactly where that's going to come from. And I will figure all of that out, because there's no way we're not going to do it, but I just need to have the time to figure that out. So that is it for the cash envelopes. We have already done allowance this week. My oldest son had me PayPal his, so I've got cash I've got to put into the bank. My middle son, my youngest son, and then this is the envelope where I keep the cash that has to be put back into our bank account from the sinking funds and cash envelopes where we've spent it. And so I thought we would take a little peek at my attempt at tracking. I'm going to be straight with you guys. There is stuff missing off of here. Like, I know for a fact that the vet bill is not on here, and that was on the 20th. So on 5/20, we went to the vet, and it was a recheck for Boomer. And I also know that today, on the 22nd, we had PetSmart, and it was the prescription diet for Boomer, and I know it was like $92 and change, but these are both going to be needs and unplanned because they were emergent. His visit to the vet that cost us the $665 was on the 13th. This trip to Walmart and this trip to Walmart both happened within a couple of days of one another, and it's not all grocery, but I haven't gone in and broken down what part of that is grocery versus other things. This car wash money came out of my vehicle maintenance fund. This right here, the Subway and the Sonic, I had a little lunch with my sweet, sweet middle son. So we spent $13, and that came out of the eating out envelope. That's why there was like $1 left. Then this is when we got paid on the 14th, where I went and took money out for cash envelopes. I did sign up for a subscription for the Sunday and Wednesday newspapers. I did Sunday and Wednesday because Wednesday's when the grocery circulars come out for our area, and Sundays, of course, when coupons come out, and I'm trying to get back into couponing. Let me just tell you how sad, and I'm talking like Charlie Brown believing he can kick the football sad, that the newspapers have become. On Wednesday, I did not get a single grocery circular, and the paper was about as thin as my son's homework binder. Y'all get what I'm saying there? So the Sunday paper was really sad too. So I'm not sure that that's something I'm going to continue. It's $14 for 1 month. And I do think that I'll be either adjusting that to a Sunday only or canceling it altogether. I just wanted to see what it would be like. I did have to order official transcripts from my alma mater. And then I had a couple of purchases. This totaled up to like $5 between the two purchases for Cricut.com. We were at the baseball tournament on the 15th, which should have been way up here, but I forgot to track it. And food for 7 people was $68.74. So that came out of the Eat Out Fund and a little bit out of the baseball fund. And then on 5/20, I used money that I was given for Mother's Day. I got a $50 gift from my amazing parents who are extremely kind and generous, and I used it to buy an Ultimate Bundle Homemaker Bundle. This is going to be for my planner. It is going to be something to help me with being organized and staying on top of the home and having grace for myself. So I did purchase that, and you guys may or may not hear more about that in future videos. It's just a tool that I think will really help me. On the 21st, I had some shipping for some What Was Mommy Thinking mercantile cash envelopes, and I wanted to say to every one of you that have even considered ordering envelopes for me that I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate your thoughtfulness more than you will ever know, whether you actually place the order or you don't. The fact that you thought about me and even went in to look or anything like that means so much to me. So thank you very much for that. I did ship 4 orders out on Friday, and it was almost like giddy schoolgirl happy that I was able to do that. So my Canvas subscription that I use, and then we just wrote those in. So this is kind of my week in a nutshell. There's a ton of unplanned things that I am not real happy about, but I'm ever so grateful that we actually had the cash to do that. So that's kind of where I'm at for this week. I do need, like I said, to go back and kind of categorize everything and figure out what comes from what funds and reconcile my cash with what needs to go back into the bank. But I'm going to get that done tonight, and then I'll be able to do my weekly check-in video early next week, maybe Monday or Tuesday, to let everybody know how I did this week. I can tell you that I know I probably messed up some things, and when I go into my bank account to try and capture those, this is probably going to be longer. But if I can remember, I will share this with you guys again on my weekly check-in video, and it'll be all highlighted and marked up like, you know, like my 3rd grade teacher got a hold of it. So that is all for today, everybody. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. You guys will probably not see this until Sunday. But take care of yourselves, be well, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.